Reba McEntire had to stop filming The Voice after son's death. Country music icon and television personality Reba McEntire has long been a figure of strength, resilience, and grace in the entertainment industry. From chart-topping hits to her beloved sitcom and most recently her role as a coach on The Voice, she has become a household name across generations. However, behind the bright lights and the commanding stage presence, Reba is now facing one of the most devastating moments of her personal life. News emerged that she had to step away from filming The Voice following the heartbreaking death of her son, a tragedy that has shaken her family, her fans, and the production team of the long-running singing competition. The incident has cast a somber shadow over what was supposed to be one of the most exciting seasons of the show. Reba had recently stepped into her role with enthusiasm, offering her wealth of experience to aspiring artists. But as grief overtook her, the production ground to a halt, with crew members and contestants alike sending their support and prayers for the legendary star. A sudden shock in the middle of filming. According to those close to the situation, the tragedy unfolded abruptly during the middle of filming. Reba, who was scheduled to appear in multiple tapings that week, was suddenly forced to excuse herself when she received the devastating phone call that her son had passed away. Eyewitnesses from the set described the moment as surreal, with filming stopping almost instantly and production staff rushing to give her space and privacy. The Voice has always been known for its lively atmosphere, full of music, competition, and camaraderie among the celebrity coaches. But that day, the soundstage reportedly fell into complete silence. Reba, visibly shaken, left the set immediately. Contestants, crew members, and fellow coaches expressed their concern as she departed, understanding that her world had just been turned upside down. The weight of grief. For any parent, the loss of a child is one of life's most unimaginable tragedies. Reba's son was a cherished part of her world, and his untimely passing has left her reeling. Those close to her have described her grief as overwhelming, with the star struggling to process the sudden loss while under the gaze of the public eye. Reba has often spoken about the importance of family, balancing her career with her responsibilities as a mother. Over the years, she has worked tirelessly to maintain close ties with her children despite the demands of fame and constant touring. This loss, therefore, is not only devastating on a personal level but also deeply symbolic of the sacrifices she has made throughout her life to protect and cherish her family. Friends of the star have revealed that she is currently surrounded by loved ones, who are doing their best to support her in this unimaginable moment. While she has always been known for her resilience, those who know her understand that grief does not discriminate. Even the strongest individuals can be brought to their knees by such tragedy. The Voice production comes to a halt. The ripple effect of Reba's personal loss extended to the Voice production team. Filming schedules were thrown into uncertainty as the crew prioritized the well-being of their star coach. Sources from the set indicated that producers quickly agreed to pause tapings until further notice, recognizing that Reba's ability to return to work would depend entirely on her emotional recovery. Contestants who had been preparing tirelessly for their upcoming performances found themselves facing an indefinite delay. While some were initially disappointed, the overwhelming response has been one of compassion and understanding. Contestants have shared that Reba's warmth and mentorship were already a defining part of their experience, and they are now more invested than ever in supporting her during this painful time. Fellow coaches on the panel also rallied around Reba. Known for its competitive yet supportive dynamic, the Voice panelists put aside rivalries and offered heartfelt solidarity. They were seen checking in with her, offering to take on extra responsibilities, and encouraging production to give her the time she needs. Reba's legacy of strength. For decades, Reba McEntire has been admired not only for her music but also for her remarkable ability to overcome hardships. From personal heartbreaks to professional challenges, she has consistently emerged stronger. Her career itself is a testament to perseverance. She navigated the male-dominated country music scene with determination, built a brand that extended beyond music into acting and business, and reinvented herself countless times without ever losing touch with her roots. Her personal life has not been without its struggles. Over the years, Reba has spoken openly about difficult moments, including her divorce and the loss of close friends. Through it all, she has leaned on her faith and her family to stay grounded. This latest tragedy, however, is unlike any she has faced before, and it has reminded fans that even the strongest among us are vulnerable when it comes to the bonds of family. Fans react with an outpouring of love. As word spread about Reba's heartbreaking loss, fans around the world rushed to social media to express their condolences. Messages of love, support, and shared grief flooded in, with many noting how Reba's music had helped them through their own personal tragedies. Fans who have followed her for decades remarked that her songs often reflected resilience, heartbreak, and healing, themes that now feel more poignant than ever. Some shared personal stories of how Reba's music guided them through losses of their own, creating a collective space of mourning where fans and their idol seemed more connected than ever. Online communities dedicated to The Voice also filled with kind words, emphasizing that the competition can wait while Reba takes time to heal. The future of The Voice and Reba's role. The uncertainty surrounding The Voice now looms large. Production insiders have hinted at several possible scenarios, ranging from a temporary hiatus to restructuring the coaching panel if Reba needs extended time away. However, most agree that the priority is allowing her the freedom to grieve without pressure. While NBC has not made any official statements about her return, many believe that the network will do everything possible to accommodate her. Reba's addition to the show had been a major highlight, drawing in viewers excited to see her unique perspective as both a legendary performer and a nurturing mentor. Losing her, even temporarily, would be a significant blow. Still, those close to Reba say that she may ultimately find comfort in returning to work. For a performer who has always poured her emotions into her art, music and mentorship could become sources of healing. Whether she chooses to step back permanently or return after a break remains to be seen. A reminder of humanity behind stardom. Reba's tragedy also serves as a powerful reminder that celebrities, despite their fame and accomplishments, are not immune to the most painful parts of life. Beneath the glitz and glamour, they face the same vulnerabilities, heartbreaks, and struggles as anyone else.